Hi, Leo. Welcome to your reading. And today we're going to be doing a reading focused on what is your person's next move towards you. I want to thank all of you for being here. Don't forget to like and comment. That does help me out. I also want to remind you all to watch that entire chart, especially the North Node. Most important one, by the way. Wouldn't know it, but it is, okay? And yeah, I just want to thank you for being here. So let's take a look here, Leo. We're going to get a message from Metatron and just see what he has to say. Also, if you hear a squeaking sound, it's just my dog playing with a new toy. I can't stop him. So let's just see. Let's see. A message from Metatron about this connection. We have taken risks here. Interesting. I feel like the first thing that hit me was they're coming to take a risk towards you. That's what was the first thing, and then it leans right into whether you want to take a risk with them. So I think it's kind of a combo here. If that makes any sense, we have forgiveness. Yeah, it's like this person's coming in to take actions towards you, Leo. Right. However, are you going to let them back in? Have they changed enough, right? Or have you changed too much? These are real big questions that you're asking yourself. It's a really, really, really big thing. What these questions that you're asking yourself are fine, but just make sure that your mind isn't the one answering. Make sure that it's your heart. Remember, we only make choices with our heart. It's the ascended master way, okay? And so that's all you gotta do, and you're gonna do everything right. But there is there's a bit of like it's like complexity in this reading so far. Right? They're coming to take actions towards you, but do you even want to forgive them at this point? And you have to ask yourself, what are you angry about? And remember, forgiveness equals your freedom, right? But it's not. It's interesting because I don't actually think you should forgive them because it's for your highest good, right? Your highest good. But a lot of you don't want to forgive them in terms of maybe taking them back unless they've changed enough. Does that make sense? So maybe you have forgiven them, like you've let go, right? But you're like, I want to make sure they've changed enough, or maybe I've changed too much and I don't want them now, right? You see what's behind here? Focus. Yeah, this seems to be like the focus right now. And again, the message here is to not make up your mind with your mind. Make up your mind with your heart, and you cannot make a wrong choice. We have stillness coming through. I think a lot of you is maybe bitter at how long it's taken this person to do anything. Does that make sense? Like it's like I was wondering, like why do you have a little bit of resentment? You may have forgiven what they did to you, but you may not have forgiven how long it's taken them to make a move in your direction. So I'm not sure what there's this resentment that that you have, or bitterness that you have, or this negativity when you think about them that you have, but there is a need for you to take a look there, right? Because you cannot make your choices based from fear. You cannot make your choices based off of negativity. You're not going to have a nice life, right? You need to make your choices based from your heart. So last card we have is standstill. Yeah. So this actually is a standstill right now. I do feel this person's coming in. This is funny. Change, not a coincidence. And again, sorry about my dog. I do feel with that taking risks here and that standstill, you're not going to know what to do if you're coming at it from a very logical, linear standpoint. The only way is to follow that freaking heart. But this actually is key, isn't it? Have they changed enough, or have I changed too much? And I said that change so many times, didn't I? And now it's just the energy. It's like change, change, change. So what's behind here? Adventure is interesting. I feel the message is definitely to spend time with this person and see how you feel about everything, right? See how you feel about everything with the adventures here. You don't. You're different than you used to be, and so are they, right? And it's just telling you to just. I just like feel your way through it, right? And you can't go wrong with that one, Leo. But that is very, very clear, and that's a message from Metatron, okay? About the connection. So we're gonna take some tarot now, and again, I want to remind you all to watch that entire chart: your sun, your moon, your Venus, especially that North Node, and your rising. Right? It's there's messages across everything, but let's take a look here. I want to know. I think this is like the most important thing. Have they changed? Right. Let's see where they are in terms of their changed amount. Right. Metatron's saying what have they realized is better. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Metatron, he said to ask, what have they realized? What has Leo's person realized? What has Leo's person realized? Okay, what has Leo's person realized? I heard you're the one. We have the Chariot and its reverse. Interesting. So in the past, this person was really reluctant with your connection. I feel like they fumbled it. That's what I see. You know that. I don't really watch like football or anything like that. You know, it's like when you know the fumble I'm talking about, where it's like you had it in your hand. It is what it is. That's what I'm seeing. But there is just that where it's like this person had everything in their hands and they fumbled it. They really screwed the pooch, right? So what they've realized is how and how they what they realize about how is I wasn't willing to move forward with Leo. So of course I screwed it up, right? It's like the ball was moving faster than I was. Oh, I guess that's a real good example. Anyway, but that's funny. Right? It's like the ball was moving faster than I was and I lost the ball, right? So this is someone who feels like they lost the one because they weren't keeping up with it. So this is someone who recognizes that there is going to be a need, right, to make that forward movement, or you're not going to be you're not going to wait for them, right? We have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. They also realize that they didn't give you anything. They took, I feel really strongly, by the way, a lot of taking from this you. This sounds crazy, but like Metatron gave me the example of potluck, right? You know, like everyone brings a dish. This person didn't bring a dish and they ate the most, kind of thing. So that's what they were doing to you, basically. So what they realize is I did that. These are really good realizations, by the way. We have the Ten of Pentacles. They also realize that they want to grow old with you, that they want to be with you as well. This wasn't there in the past. It's like maybe it was there, but it wasn't there in the past. This is someone who's realized that they want this with you, and actually that they want this and with you. Yeah, that's what I want to phrase it, right? I think a lot of them were really reluctant on maybe commitments or marriages or stability of that kind, right? Whether they are in one or were in one, right? It's normally when you're in one or you were in one, you have a lot of different opinions around that than if you have never been in one. But I see someone here who's like, I realize I want that, and I realize I want that with Leo. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So, Metatron, what else have they realized? We have a real big awakening. I mean, it's just crazy. A lot of enlightenment here with this person as well. I saw it eventually. Okay. I was like, what was behind that? A lot of enlightenment with that judgment and that awakening. I also feel like they weren't seeing things clearly in the past with you. And in fact, they kind of were looking at the things from their own myopic point of view, and they couldn't really see where you were coming from, nor could they see you. You're not the kind of person that is waiting around the bush. Does that make sense? Like, you're like, it's like not an FU type thing, but I'm not going to invest, or I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to be a side piece. Doesn't make sense? Like, I'm not doing that to myself. And this person didn't see that at first, that you were the kind of person that doesn't BS, right? They see this now. They have this awakening, this epiphany. They see you differently. They also know that they have to come in with a different approach with that hangman here, right? Because they know that they can't come in like they did before. So they've again, a lot of really good realizations here. Anyway, and then we have, these are the two. We have Ace of Swords. They're seeing things real clearly. They weren't in the past. I also feel as well, this person's realized that you mean what you say. This is an odd one, but I have to say it like this because this is what I have. Because the Chariot was when things abruptly ended here, right? You know what I mean? Because they couldn't keep up with the football, right? And it's like, you mean what you say too. So it's interesting. And then we have the Two of Pentacles in its reverse. This has to do with, I feel, their next move towards you. I don't know how long you've been in stillness with this person. I'm not sure how long, right? However, it's becoming really clear that you're not going to stop being in stillness unless somebody makes a choice. And I know a lot of us want to say, for some reason, right, that someone else is, in the driver's seat of our lives, right? But this is simply not true. It's us, right? And when we face a lot of no change, we start to really see this, right? And this is someone who's realizing things aren't going to change unless I change them, Beautiful. That's all. Again, like massive realizations here, and we have the Hierophant. I also feel this person was really stubborn and fixed, right, in their ways and how they do things and how they see things. They are realizing how rigid and limiting that is. Again, this person had a myopic view of you and the world. By the way, also I think commitments. There's something that they had, maybe like they got married early, or they've been married a while, or they're a divorcee, or they twice divorced, something like that. It's just, it feels like or even like commitments, right? It's just this person looks at commitments and didn't see, they saw them as like, oh, it's just not worth it. Not worth it, not worth it, not worth it. But they have always picked people who weren't worth it. Now they see it's worth it if the person is worth it. That's it, right? Anyway, let's look at mine. Yep, the Fool to now. This is someone who, and I feel like this person, either they've had long-term commitments. It feels it's strong here, long-term commitments, or they have been married before. And whatever the case is, this person's willing to jump down this rabbit hole again because you are worth it. Very crazy. Anyway, we're gonna keep going. So we're gonna look at what this person's next move is towards you, because I see someone here who just gets it. They really do get it. Let's see. What is this person's next move towards? We have the Nine of Wands. They're not giving up on this. I do feel there's a bit of resistance here. They also kind of want to know if you're single. This is actually really, really, really important for this person to just know this information. I see them definitely watching you, definitely keeping tabs on you. We have the Page of Cups in its reverse here. So you have someone here who has had so many realizations, but they're going to come across like they've not done much work or change. Does this make sense? It's even though they've had all these epiphanies, even though they've had all these realizations, even though they've done a 180 on a whole bunch of stuff. How they physically, like in a literal approach a situation is not the same. It's like a lot of people who say they have awoken, or they have, right? But their approach to strangers is the same, or they don't open their heart still, right? Even though they know that they should, right? We can obviously know a whole bunch of stuff, but whether we are integrating that into our actual life is another thing entirely. And most people never make that leap, right? So you have someone here who's had all these changes, all these epiphanies, all these realizations, but the integration is going to be missing. So a lot of you are going to look at this and think, I don't know, probably judgment, if I'm being honest with you. You're probably going to judge this person and not be too pleased with what you are seeing. However, Metatron is giving it's giving this because this is an important message for you. Where are you doing the same thing? A lot of us tend to want to judge. And it's something I've been like really trying to work on. Right, just work on it, because judging is just, it's not okay, right? It's like, not only that, but it's not, doesn't make me feel good when I'm doing it, right? Anyway, but a lot of us tend to do this, right? We try to hold people to a higher standard than we are actually living up to ourselves. And this is just a message for you. Are you living up to your own standards? Because I bet you're not. And it's not, it's not be like, oh, take that. No, it's just, like, let's just be honest, right? This person is trying, but the integration is not there. There's no connection, if I'm being honest with you. The realizations are all there. There's no integration of it. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Yep. So they're coming towards you. They need to know if you're single, though. This is key, by the way. They need to know if you're single, but they are going to be making that choice to come towards you. We have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords, this is a bit different. The illustration is someone waiting for that little toady to come by, right? And its reverse is like, this is someone who's not waiting for someone else or something else to line things up. They're taking life into their own hands, and they're offering that cup. So you have someone here who, but this is really clear. They need to know if you're single. Can I get a clarifier on that? Yeah. Before they walk back, they want to know if you're single. This is really, really clear. So they do feel this person's going to be a peeping Tom, right? For a little while, just to see, to really make sure the coast is clear. But yeah, that's what I have here so far. So we're going to look at a little bit more. So is there any last message that you have for Leo on this situation with this person, for Leo? Any last message? Letting go, interesting. This is about you. There is a lot of stuff that you're holding on to as bitterness, teacher. And you're gonna need to learn more about what is actually holding you in place, right? If you I do have contracts. I just released them. I have fear, addiction, poverty, and anger contracts. Meditations. If you want to watch that or listen to that, it's like a rent. You rent it and it's yours for 1,000 days, right? But you listen to it for 14 days and it really resets you. I am seeing a need for you to reset fear probably the most because you are worried about taking this person back because what if they hurt you again? That fear is gonna you're gonna make that choice from where? Not a place of love, a place of fear. So you're going to want to get that fear contract. So that's what matters I'm saying here. But a lot of you have not let go of what this person has put you through, right? And then we have kindred partnership. Yeah, and loving woman. It's because you haven't let go of this. You can't fully embody your full potential. And that's the point, right? And you're not really going to see how this person, even though it may appear, and I feel like in the literal sense, the physical sense, it may appear like they haven't had much progress or they haven't made many inroads. And I'm not saying that they're fully there, obviously, right? But they have had an astonishing amount of realizations here. However, with that great achievement, it's like you can look at it two ways, right? You can look at this and see nothing but lack, right? Or you could follow your heart and then be pleasantly surprised, right? Because again, in the literal sense, the physical sense, they're gonna act similar to what they were before, but the inside is completely different. It's an overhaul, right? And again, they'll take steps to illuminate and reveal this, but it won't be immediately there. And there's some of you could have this expectation that it's meant to be there immediately, right? And you're gonna see nothing but lack. I think that this is you though, victim mentality. That's what it feels like to me. You're in it. There is a need for you to release and let go and purge, right? And I don't mean consciously or just consciously. I mean subconsciously as well. So you ask yourself, do I have that? And then all will be revealed. It actually is how I do it, by the way. You just ask. So let's see. Metatron. Can we get a message, please? Or a message from Leo's person. What does Leo's person want to say? Like today, right now, they can say anything. I have too many responsibilities. I do feel, even though they've had so many responsibilities, they did do a lot of work. So I see someone here who's not free, or who's pretty busy, right? There is this fear here of letting you in. You could destroy the progress that they have made, but they are going to be taking that risk. You've taught me, so yeah, you have taught them, but again, it's not what you've taught them. It's have they integrated those lessons. A lot of people learn lessons, but they never integrate them into life. I don't know what's going on there, but a lot of people just never make that leap, right? So this person they are patiently waiting for the right time though, and I do feel they're going to be taking action towards you. I have blinders on. Yeah. They didn't see you for you. They just didn't, by the way. They just didn't see you for you. So that's what they want to say. I also feel that this person is going to be coming in kind of a blind, because I feel like because it just feels like this person is not really going to know if you're single or not fully, really, right? And they're going to come in and make this offer, and they're hoping beyond hope, right? That you will say yes. And we have weighing out my options with I was the happiest I've ever been. A lot of you, there is past stuff this person has to release and let go of. And they're understanding the difference between what they have or had versus what you have and you are, right? And it has to do with how they saw commitments and stuff like that. So very interesting. I'm gonna leave it there. Leo, I want to thank you for being here. Don't forget to watch your entire chart, especially the North Node. Comment and like. That does help me out. And check out my services and the contract, the fear contract and probably anger one. Those are usually go together, but there are two different contracts. And take care. Bye, Leo.